Hello everyone, welcome to Astroamsa. So today I'm going to discuss about late marriage combinations or delay in marriage, how to see that in your chart in Vedic astrology. Okay, but before that, I would also like to say something about Mars Rahu transit. Recently, I had one consultation who was very scared about this transit, Rahu and Mars transit. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, do watch that video. But remember, you don't have to be scared, okay? It is a transit, it is a short term transit. 10th of around 10th of August, I guess. Yes, Mars will move from Aries to Taurus. So it's a short term transit. You can check out my video on how to analyze the impact of transits, where I have discussed how transits should be analyzed. Okay, every year many planets except Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu keep changing. Unless and until you are running the dasha, it won't have a magnificent effect. Okay, just it will go away like that only. Okay, without any impact on you. Okay, or on your life. So, else, if you are running the dasha, then you have to be a little bit careful for that period. You may feel that aggressive energy within you and also around you in others. You may feel highly energetic, action oriented. But the thing with Rahu is that Rahu Mars is Rahu will manipulate you and persuade you to do tasks that may not be worth of your time and energy, like you are putting in a lot of action towards something insignificant. Okay, but that also depends on how Rahu is placed in your chart, how Mars is placed in your chart. Okay, so it is a very short term transit, and not everyone is gets impacted by it. You don't have to be scared of transits. Okay, this short term transits are important when one needs to pinpoint something, a change of job, or um, some event of celebration like marriage or something. Just pinpoint exact date, exact time. Okay, then it is useful. Whereas these transits, and Mars is currently transiting its own sign of Aries. Okay, so you just have to first analyze if Rahu and Mars are well placed in your chart, ill placed in your chart. It depends on placement, it depends on dasha. Then transits come into effect. Okay, so dasha and your chart placement always comes first. Okay, and major transits like Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Jupiter, which stays for a duration longer than a year, does have some impact. Okay, whereas these minor transits, they keep on coming every now and then, every month. Sun, moon transits for two 1 day, 2 day. Okay, it keeps changing, so it is not like it will impact you so much. Okay, so it will impact your life so much. Okay, it does affect if you're running a dasha of each planet. Okay, you don't need to be scared of anything. Okay, uh, take it with a very realistic view. Okay, astrology is not meant to be scared of. Okay, it's meant to be a guide. Okay, so that you understand, okay, what is happening and how it will impact you. Okay, it is not meant to scare you. Okay, so you don't have to be scared. Okay, and I've also made 2022 horoscope analysis highlighting this. Okay, the major transits. Okay, like Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Jupiter, which stays for a duration longer than a year, so it does have some impact. Okay, so highlighting this, I've made 2022 horoscope. You may check out those videos for understanding what exactly is happening. Okay, for your ascendant, for your lagna. Your lagna also is important, your moon sign is also important. Okay, and your placement is also important. Not everyone will have the same Rahu Mahadasha. Okay, so some people might have very bad Rahu Mahadasha. Some might have very good Rahu Mahadasha. Jupiter being benefic, also I've seen some people are not going through very good Jupiter Mahadasha. So you have to see from a realistic lens, okay, and based on complete analysis of your chart, okay. You don't need to be scared of anything, okay. So don't be scared of anything. Everything has a good and bad effect. Your karma will supersede anything and everything, and your present will and actions also matters, okay. You have to have that positive mindset as well, okay. Nothing is going to happen without, if it is not without aligning with your karmas, okay. And your will also matters, your present actions also matters, because the chart is a replica of whatever the karmas you have done in your past, okay. But presently also you are doing karmas, okay. So that also matters. All right, so I wanted to say this because there was a lot of scare. See, astrology is not meant to scare people. I know some of the videos might be scary, but it is astrology, if seen through realistic lens, it actually guides you, okay. It is actually a guide, okay, to help you to understand your life better and not to be scared of anything, okay. So now let's discuss about today's topic. I wanted to mention this about the transit. Now let's discuss about the today's topic. Also, if you find my videos helpful, to subscribe my channel. It motivates me to keep making more such videos for you. Right? So let's begin with today's video. So late marriage means delay of marriage. Basically getting married later than socially acceptable marriageable age, okay. Now the right age for marriage differs from country to country, community to community, okay. In earlier age, 2025, even 18 years, 18-20 was considered as a right age to get married, okay. But now it is completely changed. In the current scenario, in the current times we live, marriage in the age, within 25-26 years, uh, before 25-26 years, it's considered as an early marriage. Between 26-27-30 years, it is considered as a timely marriage, and 30 plus is considered as a late marriage. And this puts a lot of stress on so and so person, that the person gets anxiety about what will happen and when will I get married once that 30 plus is passed, okay. One myth or misconception that prevails in the society is that late marriage is not good. You don't get the ideal partner, or you will have to compromise on many aspects. Firstly, your journey and karma are very different, so your placements as well, okay. So based on your placements, you should take decision. Now I've had more marriage consultations than career consultations till date. So based on my observation and experiences, I've seen a person getting married at 21 and got separated twice because Ketu was not approving this marriage. I've also seen someone getting married at 45 because of Ketu and very happily married. I've seen someone getting married at 27 and complaining of toxic marriage and ended up in divorce because Saturn wasn't approving it. I've also seen someone getting married at 23 and happily married because of early marriage combinations. Okay, so don't succumb to societal pressure in taking any major decisions of your life. The society is not going to play any good part as a helper if things turn worse for you. It's just you, your decisions, and your consequences, okay. So it is better to marry late than marry wrong, okay. So you have to understand that if there are certain combinations in your chart, okay, your placements in your chart is very important factor to decide, okay. So if there are certain combinations in your chart, then it's better that you marry late than you marry early and end up in separation or toxic this life, okay. So now for late marriage, what are the factors that causes late marriage, okay. So as everyone knows, malefic planets, okay, they are the main cause for delaying marriage. They play a major part, especially Saturn and Ketu. Okay, these two malefic planets play a major part in delaying marriage. Then comes Mars if it is afflicted or creating a dosha, manglik dosha. Okay, then also it delays marriage. Malefic planet like Rahu, it doesn't delay because Rahu makes you get into marriage very soon, get into relationships very soon, because it makes one desirous of getting into relationships soon and fast. Okay, so it may cause separation, it may cause troubles, it may cause problems, it may cause obstacles, but delay is not that prominent with Rahu. Sun is not an ideal planet in if it is placed in the seventh house. So this can also bring lot of ego clashes and dominance in marriage. Okay, which may result in separation. Okay, so if these planets Saturn, Ketu, okay, Mars, malefic planets have a connection with your seventh house, seventh lord, Venus, and even luminaries like sun or moon, both in Lagna, Navmansh, okay, then delays marriage. And now if you have Saturn, then it is ideal for you to take any marriage decision after 30. Otherwise Saturn will cause troubles in your marriage. Okay, so after 30, basically 30 to 36 years is an ideal time to take that decision, to take a step, okay, for marriage. If Ketu, for Ketu, it is ideal to think after 40 years, 42 years, 40 to 44, 48 years. Okay, if it is Mars, then it is ideal to get married after 28 years. Okay, so this thing you need to be why it is so. See why these planets create problems, because like for example, see Saturn creates problems. Saturn because Saturn wants you to be responsible, committed and loyal before you go out there handling the responsibilities of others. Ketu wants you to first establish your identity, understand your own self before you commit to someone else. Okay, Mars wants you to utilize your passionate energy, your lusty energy in a very in a more responsible manner. Okay, in a more responsible way. Okay, so these three malefic planets delays the good things. Okay, in life. So if these planets are impacting the marriage houses, the marital houses, okay, it is better to get married late, okay, then marry early and then end up in problems. Okay, end up in troubles. So it's better to marry late. Okay, especially after 28, 30 years. Okay, depending on which planet is impacting. Another thing you see is retrogression or combustion. If in your chart, seventh lord, seventh house, Venus is retrograde or combusted, for females, Jupiter also should be seen as well. So if this retrogression or combustion exists, then this also cause delay of marriage. Okay, afflictions, retrogression, combustion delays marriage. Then Lagna Lord or seventh Lord, if afflicted, debilitated, or combusted, can show delay. Why Lagna Lord as well? Because Lagna Lord is a Bhavad Bhavam of seventh house. Okay, so that also needs to be seen, and it directly impacts your seventh house. Also, if seventh Lord, seventh house planets, then Venus, Jupiter, if placed in fixed signs, then also it can delay marriage. You also have to analyze the second house and 11th house, because they are also the house of marriage. Second is the house of family, and 11th is also the house of hopes and wishes. Okay, desires, and one desire is to get married. So you also have to analyze second and 11th house, because they also consider the houses of marriage. Now if a retrograde planet is connected with the second or seventh house or 11th house, either by rulership, aspect or conjunction, then also delay can be seen. Then if you have Cancer or Leo rising in Lagna or Navmash, then also it has been observed to cause delay. Everything needs to be seen in Lagna than Navmash, depending on your age. Okay. And if there is enmity between planets like Sun, Saturn, Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Moon, uh, placed in Lagna and seventh house, especially malefics, and if Venus is also in Papkartari Yoga, then also it can delay marriage. Lagna Lord or seventh Lord, if strong or exalted, will change it. Okay, because if Lagna Lord or seventh Lord, if strong or exalted or respected by well placed Jupiter, it reduces the delay. Okay, it mitigates the delay, it reduces the years of delay, and can also give early marriage. Okay, so shouldn't be exalted, well placed. Your Lagna Lord, seventh Lord, and even Jupiter's benefic influence will give timely marriage. Okay, early marriage as well, depending on the placements. And lastly, dasha is very important. Okay, so if dasha promises something, then you will get married early. Okay, married timely. Okay, there will be timely marriage because it will be your karma to get married twice depending on the placements. Dasha can bring marriage despite the combinations. It is dasha. Dasha is very important. It triggers the events. Okay, like if you're running the dasha, if you're going to run the dasha of Rahu uh, is observed to give marriage in its dasha. Okay, if you are in that marriageable age. Okay, so these were some of the combinations to delay marriage. Okay, now if you ask me about remedies, then you can chant the mantras of Saturn, Ketu, or Mars, Bij mantras of them. Then you can also donate white clothes, especially to women on Friday, um, for Venus. Then you can also worship Goddess Lakshmi. There is also you can also do Sola Sombar Vrat, okay, which is done to get a good husband, okay, like Shivji. Then for Manglik dosha, I've already made a video. Go watch that video for remedies, okay, if you have Manglik dosha. Then for Saturn or Mars, you can also chant Hanuman Chalisa. Okay, these are the remedies that will help you, but see, your karma will be there. Okay, yeah, if your karma is to get married late, then that will happen. Okay, because that is your karma, no matter what remedies you do. But yes, remedies will help you because it's just a spiritual remedies. So uh, any lord will help you mitigate the bad effects, the negative effects, and help you get good partner. Okay, now for Ketu, be spiritual, be religious, do a lot of good deeds. Okay, if Ketu is troubling, and you can also pray to Lord Ganesha. Okay, because Lord Ganesha is said to be the Lord of this Ketu. Okay, you can also strengthen your seventh house Lord by worshipping that day, worshipping on that day. Like for Mars or Ketu, you can worship on Tuesday, keep fast on Tuesday. For Saturn or Rahu, you can keep fast on Saturday. Okay, so you can also do that. You can also chant the Bij mantras of seventh house Lord planet and can fast on that day. You can also strengthen the seventh lord by wearing the gemstone of that planet, but the quality of the gemstone should be good. See, I don't recommend gemstones much because it should be genuine and be evaluated properly through your chart. Okay, because if one wrong gemstone and if it is not genuine, you will just spend money and it's very expensive. So it's better that if it's only properly evaluated, then only these gemstones will work. Like if you have any um, if you have planet Mars in your center, okay, and if you wear a gemstone of Mercury because it is debilitated, you won't get fruitful results because they are enemies. Okay, Mars and Mercury are enemies, and currently Mars is ruling your ascendant. Okay, it is ruling yourself because first house is you. Okay, so that also need to be the proper evaluation of your chart needs to be done for gemstones. Okay, and gemstone quality also should be proper. Okay, it should be genuine. Okay, and remedies won't nullify the bad impact, it will only help you to certain extent. Okay, because it is your karma. I already discussed the ideal age to decide for marriage if you have these kind of combinations, which will be better for you. Okay, if you, because I've seen happy marriage, okay, even at the age of 45. Okay, so it is not something that you have late marriage, so it is very bad or something like that. Okay, and also you also have to see, like, there could also be the yoga of denial of marriage. Okay, I don't say that, I don't analyze that, neither in my videos nor in my consultations, but you also have to check that why you are, if you are after doing all the remedies also, and if you're at that age also, then also if you're not getting married, then that yoga could also be present in your chart. Okay, but for denying of marriage, lot of afflictions need to be there. Okay, one or two afflictions just delays things. Okay, it won't deny things. Okay, so this was all about late marriage. Okay, the remedies and what are the combinations to see. Okay, you can analyze in your chart if you have late marriage combinations. You can also do remedies, as I said. Okay, I hope it resonated with you. If you found it helpful, do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I also do personal reading. So if you're interested in consultations, details are given in the description below. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.